So the question was, once you have a man, you'll always have them. That was the statement, right? That Hallie made.
Yeah.
So I feel like back to what Clout said. He said in his toxic days, that basically is true in his toxic days. So I think the statement stands. It's true. So you have a man that you may have had in the past to some capacity. Like you'll always have them if they're available. And just like you just wanted sex for them, that's probably all they wanted too at the time. Like when the relationship was over, it was like, okay, well, let me see if I can get them to come over. Let me see if I can get them to take me out or whatever. So, yes, I think women still have men to a certain capacity. If the feelings are mutual, you will have a piece of that person that you had before, I believe. Once you establish something with somebody, you have that soul tie. That's hard to break. Do you all believe in soul ties? Yeah, y'all quiet now, huh? Don't nobody want to say nothing.
Yeah,
I
no,
believe in the girl. Because you
soul
just
ties
said
are definitely real.
That bullshit.
Oh, you think it's BS?
No, that shit
Garbage.
definitely real.
Utter garbage.
Yeah, so basically,
New age bullshit.
right. What? What? What'd you say, Fizz?
No, I said it's definitely real. And
No, I think you talk about Clout. Clout said that's
yeah, that was Clout that said
Yeah.
that.
said new age BS.
Yeah, Clout know that shit real. That's why you got the smirk.
If it was BS, she wouldn't have been able to reach out to you and access you.
Hey, look, Clout got that mischievous ass smirk, man. He know that shit real. He got a couple.
We can't hear you.
You on mute?
It ain't got nothing to do with soul ties. It got to do with people being horny and wanting something they got easy access to that they done had before. Familiarity ain't nothing to do with soul ties. It's just about sex. That's it. Y'all dragging it, making it extra. People just like something that's familiar and that don't take too much effort to get. So if I done smashed you 1,000 times before, I know how you like it, you know how I like it, and I can get it again, I'm gonna get it again. It ain't no soul ties. It's
one
horniness.
extra time. She got you one extra
she
time.
She ain't get me one extra time. I wanted a nut. She didn't get me. I wanted it.
She got you one extra time when it was over. You gave in.
That's how you want to look at it. Cool.
She won.
More for me.
She got you.
Okay.
She always.
I like losing that game. I like losing that game.
All right. Well, shout out to what is it, Chloe and Hallie? Shout out to them.
All right, let's get Tasha and Hink in there.
I don't know. I'm kind of with Cloud on this one. A fuck is a fuck. It to me, it's not a matter of soul ties. I don't even think it's a matter of having somebody forever. I mean, if I know what you like and you know what I like, I'm gonna hit you up. If we available, we're gonna do what we do.
I'm gonna prove soul ties that don't exist. You know, I know soul ties don't exist because soul ties only happen when the sex is good. You don't never have no soul ties with nobody with trash sex, right?
But
exactly.
You're admitting to
no. The
fact
only
that
time
it's real,
people
though.
feel like they have a quote unquote soul tie with someone is when the sex is amazing. If the sex is trash, you forget about them right away, right? You don't feel a soul tie to them, right?
Exactly. Well, soul ties essentially are created with someone that you have a very intimate relationship with, and it has been over the course of some years, some time. So there's a lot of investment that has went into this relationship as to where now you have created this soul tie with this person.
That sounds like love to me.
I think everybody experiences
I
different.
mean, well, yeah,
it
of course,
depends on how
that is
spiritually in
love.
tune you are. Because I feel for me, my soul ties it be very simple. You know, I like at this stage in my life, I am very careful who I date, who I hug on, who I touch. It's just, and it's just who how he said, it's only when it stays good. That is not true. That is not true. I have said, I remember when I was younger, I had horrible sex, but it's like I started feeling his like It was horrible. It was just horrible. And and you would think if you lack in one area, you would make, it's like 3 different areas of sex you can make up in. And it's like it was just completely horrible. But I felt like I could feel his insecurity at times. Like it was bad. Like I can't even do this. It was just like, and even after I left him, I could still kind of feel it. Like, and when we be in the same environments, even after a few months down the line, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just there. And me and him didn't have sex multiple times. It was once. So I do believe in soul ties, but I feel like I don't like speaking on the subject in a matter of this or that as fact, because it depends on how spiritually in tune you are. My experience gonna be different than yours because I see different. My eyes are different than yours, you know.
Well, look, I'm going back to the video on what these young girls is talking about, and so the fact that they said they can go, I mean, they acting like men. Maybe that's part of that patriarchy to just make them feel like they could be men or something. Look, ladies, y'all could act like men if you want to, but y'all not built for that shit. Y'all are not mentally built for that shit. Y'all are not emotionally built for that shit, and you're physically not built for that shit. So stop trying to be something that you're not, ladies. That's not what y'all want. Y'all don't want them problems. Because soon as y'all try to think y'all going to have them problems, your feelings and your emotions get involved and get tied into it. And then you're going to get your heart broken. You're going to be scorned like a motherfucker. And then we're going to see on these YouTube streets, you're going to be the next Princella. You're going to be the next goddamn Cynthia G. Trashing black men and talk about how we ain't shit. Why? Because some man did you bad. You should have tried it. It's not your lane. Stay out of it.
I found the meaning of soul ties, if you all want me to read it to you. It says soul ties are believed to be spiritual and emotional connections that develop between individuals, particularly within relationships and intimacy. These ties can vary in their nature, being either healthy or unhealthy, depending on the quality of the relationship. Now, I do believe in moving on and never looking back. So I think it's all about the accessibility. So yeah, if you're making yourself accessible to somebody from the past, yes, they're gonna always have you. But if you cut ties, which you can do, I think you'll be able to move forward and thrive in the next relationship.
I agree with that.
So do you have to have sex with a woman in order to create a soul tie? Do you have to have sex with a person?
Well, that's what it's saying. It's saying depending on the quality of the relationship.
Yeah, it said emotional and intimate.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that you would have to have sex with that person. If you just connect with them on a very deep, emotional, vulnerable position, intimacy.
That's called an emotional attachment. It doesn't.
That's why it's a soul tie, bro. Like
no.
It's just a different term.
It's just a different way of
somebody could be emotionally attached to a piece of clothing. You could be emotionally attached to a car. That's not a soul tie.
So
you always try to make some extra mystical and extra magical. It's not all of that.
So
it's
with
literally
that being
just
said, with that being said, do y'all have y'all women have soul ties to y'all goddamn work husbands? Do you?
I don't have a work husband, so no.
Ray, do you have a work husband that you have a soul tie to?
I sure don't. But I have a very kind gentleman that
I work from home.
Takes care of.
What does it got to do with you not having work?
I work with black women in solidarity. All women.